On behalf of UC Merced, welcome. We're so excited to celebrate you. You're our newly admitted student and your family. If there's any parents here tonight, we want to thank you for supporting your students every step of the way. UC Merced is actually the first UC campus release admission decisions. We released decisions since December 2025. I wanted to congratulate you all because being admitted to a UC campus is a big deal. And all your 4 years of hard work in your high school pay off. And today, this webinar is to help you learn more about UC Merced, what we have to offer, and also what are your next steps. You will have opportunity to hear from our current UC Merced students. We have 5 students on this webinar tonight, and you're welcome to ask them questions in the chat, Q&A, or unmute yourself if you like. But thank you for being here, and let's get started. And we'll start with introduction. Yes. Well, my name is Vivian. I am the Deputy Director of Admissions. Welcome. And I will kick it over to Aaron.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations once again. My name is Aaron Garcia. I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment, and I'm going to kick it off to my partner in crime, Amanda.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Putnam. I am the Assistant Director of Diversity Engagement and Transfer Initiatives. So an extra hello to our transfer students that may be on the webinar. I'm so excited that you're here and to talk about next steps.
All right, we'll have Aaron start us off with UC Merced highlight.
Did you hear? UC Merced is a top 25 university. This just proves what we already know. UC Merced is the real deal.
Top 25 shows the world the impact we are making through research and discovery.
As a first-gen student, it tells me that I belong at one of the nation's top universities.
Being ranked top 25 tells employers and grad schools this degree carries weight.
This ranking puts UC Merced on the map, and I'm proud to be part of it.
We're top 25!
So I hope that excited you as much as it did us. Once again, in just 20 years, I apologize for that. In just 20 years, UC Merced has already been ranked a top 25 institution, right? So I know you guys probably know a little bit about our university. If you guys don't, I'm just going to go a little bit, do a little overview. So our top 25 university is ranked in the middle of California in the Central Valley. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what's around Merced, Sacramento, San Francisco, the beach Santa Cruz, we have Yosemite National Park, we have ski resorts. You can go down to Santa Barbara or Los Angeles. There's a lot of great and amazing things to do in our wonderful in a wonderful town of Merced, California. So remarkable growth. So 20 years young, we are the youngest of the UC's family. And in those 20 years, we've just been growing exponentially every year. What does it mean being a new campus? A lot of facilities located at UC Merced are brand new, whether it's dorms, whether it's where we eat our cafeteria, whether it's our athletic facilities, which is our gym. Our research institutions, we are a tier 1 research institution, so we have over 9 research facilities on campus, and that's just the beginning, right? We also have a transfer promise building that's going to be built, that's going to be finished in the spring of 2027. So once again, very young, but we're still growing, and we want you to be a part of that growth. That's why we are very excited for you guys to hopefully join us at UC Merced. So living on campus. So we have a really great community. We have over 12 learning communities on campus. Housing is guaranteed 2 years if you're a first-time freshman, and it is guaranteed for a year if you're coming on for transfer if you're coming in as a transfer. If you notice from these videos, our dorms are pretty brand new. They're clean. We have different kinds of living facilities, whether it's three people to a room, one person to a room, apartment style living. So this is a very, very good opportunity for you to stay on campus and make new friends. Life on campus. What is there to do at UC Merced? Well, we have over 240 student clubs and organizations, so there's always stuff going on campus. Greek life is huge. Intramural sports. We have dance clubs. We have, if you see in the corner, we have a little drone team that we have on campus that a lot of students are able to do on their own time. And if there isn't a club on campus, well, guess what? You and some of your new classmates are able to create one. So there's many opportunities on campus, lots of activities. Students stay on campus on the weekends, so it is not a commuter campus. Students don't go home because there's always activities and fun things to do. One thing that we're very excited about to going on with activities on campus is that we are now NCAA Division II athletics programs. So these are the men's and women's sports that we offer. Once again, we have really great facilities where you can come and watch our basketball games, or soccer games, or volleyball games, even watch our water polo games. These facilities are also accessible to students. So if you want to swim, the pool is open to the public. If you want to use your soccer field, you can do that, or even play intramural sports in our basketball and volleyball gymnasiums. So preparing for the future. So you come to Merced, right? Quote unquote, located in the middle of nowhere. And a lot of people are like, well, hey, it's UC Merced. Like, what are the resources? How do I get recruited? Who knows about our campus? I'm sure at this screen where our graduates work, you know a lot of these companies, right? Amazon, Apple, Chevron, Google. Our students graduate and get recruited by these famous companies or these popular companies, right? They come to our campus to recruit our students. Not only that, if you see to the right, the graduate schools that UC Merced students are accepted from. These names, they do sound familiar, right? Some of the most prestigious universities in the country. Our students are recruited to go there also, and they get accepted at a very high rate to these prestigious universities. So that's all for me for right now. I'm going to hand this over to my partner Amanda in crime. But once again, congratulations. Merced is a really great institution, and I hope I was able to convince you a little more of maybe choosing us. Thank you, everybody.
All right, it's my turn. So now we are going to go over next steps for newly admitted students just like you. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so this is a timeline that's going to be really important for you to remember. So for first year and for transfers, you're going to want to make sure to submit your 2026-2027 FAFSA with our school code that is right there. Financial aid awards will be available starting today, which is exciting. So some of you first years, you already have your financial aid award waiting for you to look at it. So go ahead and log in and make sure that you're checking that out. For transfer students, financial aid awards will most likely be going out in the next couple of weeks. So keep your eyes out for that as well. Make sure to tell us that you're coming to UC Merced. So you're going to want to accept your offer of admission, which is called submitting your statement of intent to register or STIR. For first years, the deadline is going to be May 1st. For transfers, it's going to be June 1st. Next, sign up for housing. The priority deadline for housing is June 5th. So make sure that you get in your housing application by that priority deadline. You can submit it after that priority deadline. However, I really, really recommend that if you are thinking about staying in housing, that you submit it by that priority deadline. Also, make sure you register for orientation. That deadline is June 8th. And then, of course, submit your final official transcripts. Those are due by July 1st. And our first day of classes is August 19th. Okay, so you want to make sure to stay connected to UC Merced. UC Merced Connect is your primary connection to view your financial aid, to view your student checklist, to log into your email. It's where you'll register for courses, and everything else is going to be in this Connect portal. It's an app that you can download directly on your phone, but you can also log in directly through the website as well. So make sure that you are logging in if you haven't already. There's that QR code right on the screen to take you directly to how get it set up if you haven't logged in already, or to help you log in. You'll really want to make sure that you are staying connected with us, that you are checking your checklist. Things may get added as you go through the process. And please be checking your email. It's our way of communicating with you, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any important information. And then with that, I'm going to hand it over to Vivian.
Now, when you're deciding if UC Merced is a home for you, the best way to do it is to visit the campus. Having any plan coming to campus, April 18 is the day. We close the whole campus just for you. It is a Saturday. It's only for admitted student and their family to explore this campus. And you get to try the food on campus. You get to talk to professors. You get to see the lab, classroom. That's the best way to do it. Now, if you can't make it that day, we do have something more exciting for you. It's called Experience UC Merced. This program is running around your spring break week. It's the first week, March 30th. Second week is, I forgot what's the day, but it's the second week up until April 10th. And then we skip the third week because it's Bobcat Day week. And the last weekend, the last week is April 20th to April 24th. All right, so you're gonna be shadowing a UC Merced student. It is a very unique opportunity that not any UC is offering. I can tell you that right now. So if you want to know what it's like to sit in the UC Merced classroom, eat on campus, maybe join a club meeting, maybe join the campus event, sign up and we will pair you up with one of the UC Merced student and you get to walk with him or her into the classroom, talk to the professors. It's a great way to spend the day. It will be from around 8 or 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's a full day experience. You can come. And if you come talk to the student, you can also talk to staff. You can have your financial questions answered. Your parents can be here for that portion as well. So the exciting part is the registration will go live tomorrow morning. And we have limited spots for that. So make sure you go check it out tomorrow or later this week to sign up for that. Now, if none of those days or weeks work for you, we do offer campus tour and financial aid advising, and we do all open Monday through Friday, and we have 4 campus tour a day, 9, 11, 1, and 3 p.m. Saturday, we only have 1 campus tour, which is 12 p.m. And you can sign up on our website. And like I said, you guys are all admitted student. I know finding out your financial aid award is very important. Like I always tell students, 2 things you have to really remember. 1, can you get in a university? 2, can I pay for it? These 2 go hand in hand, right? You could have money to pay for school, but you didn't get in, or vice versa. So we're here to help you. We're also probably one of the few UC that actually offer one-on-one advising appointment. Other UC don't have the capacity to meet with you and your family one-on-one privately. So take advantage of that. And that's a phone number. And you can come in person. They will be located in Student First Center to talk to you individually about your financial aid award. This is unique. I'm not sure if you guys heard of it. We have a UC Merced Honors Program. It's a very unique program. Not only it will look good on your resume, not only will look good on your diploma and transcript when you graduate from UC Merced, It is a community and resource for you. So what does it do? First, you have priority in class registration. If you feel like I need a head start to plan my schedule every semester, this is a great opportunity. And you will have an honor advisor dedicated to help you plan your academic planning, search for research opportunity. And if you want to do internship, they can help you with that as well. And you will have access to special honor courses and seminars that other students don't have access to. And it is challenging, but is a really unique opportunity for those who like to do it. And also, you'll be part of a very close-knit communities. Honor students get to opt to live in together in our honors living learning community. So you guys will be all housed together in the same building, which really build friendship, collaboration, and having that sense of belonging on campus. And lastly, if you plan to go beyond bachelor's degree, I know you're just getting into college, but if you want to do master or PhD, this program will help you get to the next level. You will learn how to get in graduate school, how do you find internship, and lastly, very important, honor student are eligible for special scholarship and travel award sometime if you like to have sponsorship for research, going to conferences, study abroad and all that stuff. So apply for it today if you want. It's already open since December. If you want, you can scan this QR code and you can learn more about it. And the application is actually on there. We want you to learn more about it before you decide if you want to apply or not. So make sure you scan this and learn more about it. As a reminder, all the freshmen here, your deadline to confirm your enrollment is May 1st. We do want you to have opportunity to wait for other schools' decision, but between now and then is a great way for you to come visit our campus, ask all the questions before you make your final decision. And for transfer student, you have a little bit more time and you can confirm before June 1st.
All right. Thank you so much, Vivian. If I could have our students come on screen. 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. All right. So now we are going to have our student panelists answer some questions to give you more information from a student perspective. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. If you three could please give us your name, your hometown, your class standing, and your major.
Hi everyone, my name is Atiri Villaseñor and I am a transfer student who transferred in from the Bay Area. I am currently a fourth-year psychology student with an emphasis in social psychology. As for campus involvement, I am one of your guys' transfer student ambassadors as well as the psychology club. And I'm also part of the Psychi club, which is a little bit different than the psychology club.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves in this panel today. My name is Jonathan Merino. I am a third-year mechanical engineering major. I am originally from the Bay Area, more specifically Richmond, for those of you who may or may not be aware of where that is. And some of my involvements on campus include being the president for the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, otherwise known as SHIP, or the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, Air Conditioning Engineers, otherwise known as ASHRAE.
Hello, future Bobcats. My name is Kimberly Carrillo. I'm a second-year human biology major here at UC Merced. I'm originally from Lancaster, California, if anyone knows where that's at. It's in SoCal, about 4 hours away from Merced. I am involved in the Filipinx American Alliance on campus, as well as being a student ambassador for UC Merced and a new student orientation leader, so I'm excited to see you there in the fall.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to have each of you answer, and whoever wants to go first can go ahead and go first. But each of you, if you could answer this question, why did you choose UC Merced?
For me personally, I chose UC Merced because when it came to Bobcat Day, which I did attend as a prospective student, UC Merced went full out for their incoming students. I was able to really see the community that UC Merced has on campus by literally seeing every single club, every single organization on campus come out and support the prospective students and really tell us what life at UC Merced is really all about.
For me, there was a little bit of different things. I know for one, UC Merced is a growing campus, which means that there's a lot of opportunity on here. For you guys don't know, UC Merced actually R1, which essentially means that they have a lot of research programs that can be offered. And for me, I've been able to take part in those research programs. That was kind of my main goal coming into campus. I was able to work with faculty, with graduate students, even as like a first or a second year. And that just made me more confident into being able to actually grow and learn from potential mentors that I still keep in contact with to this day.
I chose UC Merced because as a first generation low income student, it was kind of hard thinking about how I would pay for college. But here at UC Merced, I was fortunate enough to not pay anything out of pocket due to scholarships and financial aid, which was my main reason for choosing UC Merced. But my first time visiting the campus, I fell in love with the campus and the nature. I love all the trees around campus and our little lake as well as our wildlife on campus is just beautiful to see.
So thank you three so much. So next question, what resources or support services have you taken advantage of to ensure your success at UC Merced? And let's start with Kimberly this time.
Hey, yeah. So on campus, I think one of the main resources I use is just a lot of study spaces. I love going into the library. The fourth floor is my favorite. It's so quiet up there, and I'm able to do my studying. There's also a lot of tutoring centers on campus that I go to, as well as my teaching assistant's office hours to make sure that I'm on top of my work. And then I like to chill at the Asian Pacific Islander Resource Center. It's like a safe space for me to just chill in between classes, and I really love the free printing and snacks that I get there.
For me personally, I take full advantage of our Bobcat pantry, where you can go in once a week to get your groceries for the week. I fully take advantage of that. I love going to stock up and see, what the new things that they have available is. I also do love the library as well. I love to sit and people watch so that I'm not like putting on a show while I'm doing homework. I can also like, look at my surroundings and really be in with the community. And then as a transfer student, I do use the TRV lounge a lot, which is transfer veterans and returning students. I love being in there because the seats are also super comfy. It's like there are like booths that you could sit at. There's a lot of outlets, and there's also like microwaves available to anybody who uses the TRV lounge, as well as obviously going to office hours as much as I can because I promise your professors want to hear from you. That's why they have office hours. You're not being annoying with all the questions that you're asking, so definitely take advantage of those office hours as well as all of the lounges that are available to you as a student on campus.
I like to take advantage of all the professional development opportunities they have on campus. I know for specifically UC Merced, our career center is amazing, to be honest. I've been able to get a lot of advice on how to apply to like internships, how to get research on campus, or even like get a lot more one-to-one advising about how a resume should be structured. And another thing I've done was we also have a professional clothing closet. For me, I come from a low income family, so buying a whole suit and tie can be a little expensive. But thankfully, the professional clothing closet, they are able to actually let you rent out a suit and tie for about 5 days and to no charge at all. You just gotta check in with them, have an appointment, and then you'll get your outfit right then and there. And that just made me feel more confident whenever I'm gonna get like a job interview or just going to a conference as well. Because some organizations on campus even do fund you to go to these different conferences. So those are kind of the biggest resources for me at my time here so far.
Amazing. Yes, I definitely recommend office hours. Okay, so last question before we will go to our Q&A section to answer some questions. So what is fun to do on campus or off campus for you?
I love to just go and hang out by Little Lake. It's really relaxing to be able to do homework there, and then there's always something going on, like whether it's a club that's tabling. Specifically right now we have all of our clubs and our like fraternities and sororities that are tabling. So there's always something going on that you can either see from afar or able to like just stand there and look around and see where you can go, where you can find that something is going on. As for off campus, the downtown of Merced has really tailored to college students. I feel they have like $2 pizza nights, I believe, and a lot of different discounts that you can get with your CAT card because you are a member of or a student at UC Merced. So downtown is really tailored to college students as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. As someone who lived off campus the whole time here at UC Merced, I do spend more of my time off campus. I love downtown, going to little thrift stores that we have, as well as going to Little Oven is my favorite. I love their pizza and all the little restaurants down there. It's so cute going down there, especially during the night for a late night sunset stroll. I also love taking advantage of our location here. I like going on day trips down to Yosemite National Park. I'd actually never been to a national park before moving to UC Merced, which was really cool to experience for the first time, as well as going down to the beach because the beach is my favorite place as a SoCal girly. So I'm glad that I didn't have to miss it up here. And then on campus, I do take advantage of our campus activity boards events that we have on campus, like Howtopia. We had Sweetie last semester, and it was so cool to see her like perform in person for us, as well as all the vendors, student-run vendors on campus. It was cool to support them and give back to my Bobcat community.
For me, I spent my first 2 years actually living on campus. So some of the things I like to do to on my free time is just kind of turn my brain off, I guess, because I already know a lot of it's being involved with classes. So I'll try to do more physical activities, and I like to play soccer. And so when I do go, there's usually a lot of people that are playing usually. So I'll just play a little bit of pickup rounds and whatnot. And those people actually are some of my closest friends today because we usually go around the same time, and then sometimes I'll see them in class as well. So that can maybe help to be able to establish some study groups, or even when I go to the gym, just to make sure we're supporting each other. Because one thing I learned from my time at UC Merced is that everyone's kind of in a close-knit community. All we want to do is to support each other as best as we can and just ensure that we're all growing as we are, climbing through the ranks of our careers and whatnot.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. All right, so I'm going to go to the Q&A now. We have a lot of questions in there. So one question for the panel. How did you find the classes? And for Atziri, how big of an adjustment was it for you coming from a community college?
Honestly, I feel like the biggest adjustment was just the size of the school itself, because honestly, the classes are a lot smaller than I imagined they would be. They were very similar to the classes at community college size-wise. Last semester, I had two classes that had like roughly 20 to 22 students in them, and this semester, my largest class has like 70 to 75 students. So it's really not like super like how you imagine college or how like the movies depict it where it's like 300 students for a classroom and it's like a huge auditorium. The classrooms are actually really small for especially the upper division classes. I know general ed classes do tend to be a little larger because everybody's taking those general eds. But honestly, for the upper division classes like the ones that I'm in currently, it wasn't such a big adjustment because the class sizes are very similar. As for how I found the classes, I was very lucky to meet with my advisor. She tries to make sure that she meets with all of the transfer students before, starting your like registration process. And she also gives you 3 or 4 classes that you might want to add to your registration so that you don't fully go in and look at your audit kind of blind. They also do a lot of like how to do YouTube videos on how to find your audit and how to find those classes that you need. They really do support you in any way that you need. So they are there. You will be assigned like a counselor as well as you're able to go into like the Zoom walk-in hours or in-person walk-in hours. So there's a lot of support to make sure you ease into, the UC system very smoothly.